other trailhead. It has been raining like crazy, but no rain, at least for the first half of today. So going up, it's actually pretty warm. I'm gonna probably shed a layer here pretty soon as I get going. And so I think I'm guessing most of the snow has melted off the trail from all the heavy rain here the last couple days. And definitely the little streams are heavy. She changed some old shoes. These ones, they're pretty muddy, as you can see. I don't really use them for long runs because they don't have any cush to them, but they are waterproof as opposed to what I usually wear with my my Hoka ones, or is it Hoka 101s? I don't know, whatever. They're Hokas, but they're not waterproof at all, and I thought I would benefit from the waterproofing today. So using these for my trail run today, and as you can see, I probably will need it because this is supposed to be the trail and it's a friggin' river, and we have a nice little obstacle in the way. Okay, so that's foreshadowing of things to come, because I'm going to have to cross that river again, or I'm going to have to cross. It's not a river, just a stream again. Anyway, hopefully there's not too many blowdowns. There's been so much rain and mudslides lately. I saw on Lake 22 there is a landslide or a mudslide up there that has been there for a while that people are having to traverse. I might go up there soon, just kind of check that out. But not today. Today is, the plan will be Heather Lake. So let's get it going. So one of the things I like most about Heather Lake, besides the lake and the view of Mount Pilchuck above it, is the amazing amount of trees on this trail. And a lot of the roots are exposed, and you can just see the network of roots everywhere going along the ground. All these trees, all of them are connected. And when you start thinking about it, this is just such a complicated living biosphere here. These trees just aren't by themselves. They're all connected through the roots. They borrow nutrients from each other. When one gets a lot, another tree can tap into that and also sustain it. They're called mother trees. And they're also underneath, and here you can see proof of it, mycelium from the fungus underneath this moss is actually this neural network and highway of information from one tree to another. And look, somebody left a nice little stone for us. But all these mushrooms are just the top of the mycelium underneath in this ground, connecting all these root systems, these little filaments like fiber optics that not only share information from one tree to another, but they share nutrients. And mother trees, they're really big ones, although not too many big ones here because this has all been forested from old growth timber. Anyway, thought I'd share that with you. If you go out in the forest and you start hiking, maybe you can appreciate that too. It's really neat to think how connected this forest is, even though, at least at the moment, no birds, no animals, no squirrels, no nothing right now. They've all probably been sheltered down out of the rain, hiding until this stuff clears out as far as the weather. And yes, waterproof trail runners definitely a good call today. Glad it's above freezing. This would be an ice rink if it was below freezing. So at least I don't have to contend with ice. So I did bring micro spikes today, just on the off chance. But it's so warm, I'm pretty sure that's just extra workout weight for me today. But just in the in case, might be nice to have them. Really post-holy, slushy snow at the lake. Micro spikes won't help with that, and I'll just have to deal with it if that's the case. All right, well, that's what I was afraid of. Snow is pretty warm, but also compact, so it's got a little layer of ice, and sometimes it gives and sometimes it doesn't, but it's not icy, at least so far. So I think I can manage without micro spikes for now. But just one extra technical challenge on this trail for today. We're basically done with elevation. So if you're using this as a gauge, the snow really starts right at the lake. And I'm going counterclockwise across this bridge, and wow, the lake is really full. I actually haven't seen it this full before. It's quite the stream. There's the mighty Pilchuck and the beautiful Heather Lake. Back on these fungi. This is a really nice specimen right here. I don't know what kind it is, but I'm going to call it the big mushroom because it is pretty big. Underneath this moss is a huge network of mycelium, and they say under each square foot, you know, if you see my foot here, square foot of that, there's literally hundreds of miles of networked mycelium down there. That this big tree here, enables it to talk to all these little trees around it, and it's like the World Wide Web up here. It's its own internet. It's so cool to think about all these trees. You just think they're plants, but they actually talk to each other. They share information and they help each other. But in some cases, I think some trees and like orchids and plants like that actually steal and take more than their fair share, and can actually crowd out, or even in some cases exude a slight toxin through that network to the competition around it. And so when we say help, that's not always the case. Anyway, I just find that really fascinating. I'm totally geeking out on that right now. There's our wonderful waterfalls up there, if you could see them. As long as the snow doesn't fall through, I'll be okay. It's still pretty nice and hard, so I think I'm okay. Otherwise, I'll be wanting to get boots, which of course I don't have. Blazing trail in the trail runners. Woohoo!